Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 7,000 Day World Tour. So, we're actually not at 7,000 days yet. We're still off by maybe 150. So, we're going to ignore that, actually, all right? So, yeah, we'll just say it's 7,000 days. But as you guys saw behind me, we are at spawn, and yeah, this doesn't look like a regular spawn, does it? No. So, gold blocks, just so I know when spawn is here. And then this right here is part of my old sand duper that we had. It no longer works, but yeah, we used to get a lot of sand from here. And I mean a lot of sand. Basically, my spawn is my little industrial area, so I have a bunch of farms. A lot of them are very simple. So, first one up, the bee farm. Yeah, they create a lot of honeycomb. And pretty simple, we got ourselves a cobblestone farm that produces a lot of cobblestone. And then right here is actually the mud farm. Got a little cocoa bean farm right here. It actually works really well. I just haven't used it in a long time. And then just heading over here, we have ourselves our sugarcane farm, or more or less our paper farm. We use a flying machine to break everything, and down here is our auto crafter that basically turns all the sugarcane into paper. So, oh, and there it goes. Oh, yes. So, yeah, flying machine. It works amazingly. And then really quickly, we have ourselves a sheep farm right here. We only have white wool. We're going to be making a really, really good wool farm in the future, but for the time being, those two guys are fine. But moving over here, as you guys saw, we actually have ourselves a little clock. I'm not even going to try to tell you how this works, or I think I know how it works. So I think gold ingots are minutes. Yeah, so I think this might be 20 minutes, right? And these ice blocks are seconds, but I may be wrong. But yeah, anyways, after I think 20 minutes, that'll turn on, so it'll activate the sugarcane farm over there. And then when I have it hooked up, the actual bamboo farm as well. Right next to them is my melon and pumpkin farm, which, again, is also shut off because it's really good. A little too good sometimes. Then right here we have ourselves a little tree farm, which I don't even know if it still works or not. It's been like 4 or 5 updates since I built this, so yeah, I don't know if it works. And then comes the two big farms that we have down here. So let's go into free cam. Basically, this is 4 mob farms in one. So each of these little platforms right here allows mobs to spawn. We have water with dispensers right there, knocks them off, and yeah, what is that? 6, I believe. So there's 6 platforms per mob farm, and then there's 4 mob farms, so there's 24 platforms for them to spawn. Just know it's a lot of things that we get from them. And then we come over here to our iron farm, which is very, very broken. But when it's actually fully up and running, I like to call this my 4x4 because it's yeah, it's 4 farms per thing, and we have 4 of these farms together. So 16 iron farms we're working at once. But the reason I say that it's broken is because yeah, I don't know how, but my villagers died. I think they got struck by lightning and they turned into witches like that. So yikes. What if we go down here at the bottom of this iron farm, we have ourselves our auto crafter. So yeah, we have 3 little item filters right here. 2 of them take iron ingots like that. The third one is for poppies, which actually just get burned up right here. And then yeah, as you see right there, it all goes into this barrel. The barrel goes into the crafter, and we get iron blocks. But if we move into our storage room, you guys will see my first ever big project. So yeah, this storage room was originally supposed to be the storage room for all of these farms right here, right? But I ended up changing it to where I wanted to collect up every single block in the game. And it kind of does that, kind of not. So the first side from there to over here, they're basically all filters for the farms. And yeah, I wish I didn't do that. But like I said, I thought we were gonna need this type of storage because we have a lot of items. But yeah, ever since then, I converted a lot of it into basically trying to collect up every single block. So you guys saw there's materials or minerals, I guess. So from over there to right there, we have almost every single type of ore in their block, ingot form, and then like I guess their ore phase as well. Then next to all that, we have the wood types. So that's all bamboo. I believe cherry is here, mangrove is here, and dark oak. Yeah, so we basically have almost all the overworld stuff on this top level. Going down here to level 2, we get into the next part of our storage room. Yeah, this second level was not supposed to be here, nor the third, nor the fourth, just because Yeah, I wasn't planning to do this ever. And then heading over here, we have the brand new project, Project Mario. So yeah, this is gonna be a ginormous tunnel that basically connects up our storage room right here to every other place in our world. But I mean, so far we've only worked on this one day, so hopefully by next world tour, we'll have a lot of this done, or at least to one place in the world. Then down here is the ugly part of our storage room, our super smelter. This is only a temporary one. In the future, I'm kind of hoping we can make ourselves a really, really good one, but I have to find a better design than this one because, yeah, like I said, it's not that good. Then heading over here, we are in the current project that probably will never finish, our village. I don't know if it's ever going to be a project that's going to be finished. I feel like it's one of those projects that's always ongoing, but yeah, if we ignore that zombie, right here we basically have ourselves a little transport area where right here we usually get like a minecart chest that has a bunch of shulker boxes with items we can, you know, trade with. But yeah, got some clerics right here, a little bit of storage. We need to add some more villagers there. And that's basically the whole house. It's just, yeah, it's nothing really crazy. Then the rest of these houses right here are meant to be used as like a villager training hall, I guess you could say. So each one of the houses have different types of villagers. So those are like toolsmiths. These right here are librarians, and then right here we have villagers, or not villagers, we have farmers, and then some masons there, I think some more farmers there. So yeah, I like to basically say this village is a home for villagers, but it's also my trading hall. And then we can get onto the other side of the village, which is still ongoing, but over here is our first little pet of the world. Let's take a little gander into our panda exhibit. Hello, Express. What's up, man? So, hey. So, yeah, this is our, this is our Panda Express. Or no, Panda exhibit with Express in here. We love him. But just coming down here, we have ourselves our blacksmith house. So, this is what I like to call his garage slash work area. So, yeah, as you can see, he's crafting up an iron sword. He has a couple of pieces of armor already ready. He's got a diamond sword right there, iron sword right there. I don't know how that came. Oh, that should have been on fire, but we'll ignore that, I guess. But yeah, I gotta say this is like one of the nicest houses I built for sure. If we go inside, there's nothing. Yeah, we gotta add villagers in there at some point. And then right here we have another house which is gonna be ready for villagers hopefully soon. We actually just gotta move them over here. But like I said, this is a project that's always gonna be ongoing. So I don't know if it's ever gonna be finished or if it even can be finished. But now we can actually talk about this. So this is the start of my super awesome cool mega mountain base that never even got completed. So yeah, hopefully one day this will be finished. I had plans of making an actual fake mountain that would be my new home, but yeah, we didn't get far in it. The whole idea was basically to make a mountain all the way to Sky Limit, but as you can see, Sky Limit's up there now. That's when you know this project's old. The Sky Limit used to be there. Our ocean monument. This project right here is basically the project that kind of got me a lot of followers on TikTok, and I gotta say, it was amazing building this entire thing. It's definitely one of my favorite projects I've done in this world, except for that. Yeah, no, that halo and the island right there, I hate that a lot. Which is why later this year at some point we're gonna be redoing this project, or at least that part of the project. We're gonna get rid of all that and add a bunch of floating islands around it. But if we fall down here to ground level, you guys will see that we're surrounded by forestry and a bunch of custom mushrooms using beacons as lights. And then also a couple of nether portals, which I think they came out really, really nice. But there's still a couple of things we got to fix around here. And like I said, I want to redo this project because I want to do something with the inside. Probably like a massive storage system because as you guys will see right here, we don't have too much storage. Yeah, this is it. Like, I have to manually move everything, so I think at some point it's definitely going to be useful for us to make a storage room up there. This is also something else we got to do. We have to blow up the rest of this. Yeah, this was an island and it's not anymore, but it looks horrible. Then we move on to Emerald Island. Yeah, no, this is Basically, I had an idea that I got off of another TikToker where he basically just added an emerald block or an iron block, I believe, to an island every time he gained a follower. And well, I tried it and I began losing followers, so I stopped. But moving along from the ocean monument, we come over here. You guys will see that. That's just an ink sand farm, which it works, but nothing much to it. We have to go over here to our latest project, Project Atomic. This has to be the biggest idea I've ever created and also finished. Yes, I barely finished this almost a week ago, and it took almost 10 months to fully complete. And yeah, there's not much to say besides the fact that I say I love this idea. It came out absolutely amazing, and all of this is for the end portal. So yeah, this entire project just for one little portal. But anyways, let's go into the end real quick just to show this off, because there's really nothing in here besides just our Enderman farm that's down here, which we built almost 4 years ago now. And I mean, it still works. It's not the best, but it works. Then we have ourselves a little enchant area right here, and yeah, that's basically it. That's all we have inside the end. I mean, we do have a dripstone farm, but again, I mean, it's really nothing. Yeah, that doesn't really do anything. The only cool thing is we did kill the dragon 20 times, so we do have 20 of the end portals, or whatever type of portals those are, but yeah, we have 20 of them now. And then this was the sand farm, but it's broken now, yeah, so I don't use that anymore. All right, then we're gonna end up back over here at spawn, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in this direction and go visit our witch farm. Oh, is that it right there? Yes, it is. So, welcome to the witch farm. Um, Nothing crazy, besides the fact that we built out or dug out, basically, a 100 by 100 perimeter around this witch farm, just for it to work, all right, I guess. But yeah, right here, we have a storage room. I don't remember what these are supposed to be labeled, but I forgot, and the main purpose was actually to get a bunch of glowstone, but I ended up getting a lot more redstone instead. Now, the last thing of our world tour is us going into the nether. And the first thing you guys will see is our bartering storage system. So yeah, this system basically collects up every single block that you can get from bartering, and it sorts it out individually. But on the other side, it is actually the start of our nether hub. So in there, we have little petting zoos, I guess you could say, of like nether mobs. So we have a blaze in there. There used to be a piglin and some withers skeletons in here, but I think they despawned when we updated the world. So quite sad, quite sad. Yeah, as you can see, it doesn't really go anywhere. Yeah, that's the main focus of like the second half of this year is I want to make this nether hub very, very good. But going out here, we actually end up at the bartering system, which again is not the best. It just works. Yeah, we're gonna redo this year as well. But we can actually now leave this entire area and go right to the nether roof, where we have basically the good stuff of the world. All that carpet right there is for me to remember where stuff is at. So the first thing is gonna be our gold farm. And then the gold farm is quite simple. I mean, I think you guys know how they work. We AFK, pigmen spawn, they fall down the middle, they die. These minecarts pick them up, and basically the way my system works is it throws all of the items into the overworld, which is where we have our gold storage. So far, this system does work. I think it works really well. I do want to change it at some point and actually give it a really, really good makeover. For the time being, it's not really a priority. And then over here, just a little bit away from the gold farm, we're going to end up at our Froglight farm. And well, we actually emptied it out a lot, but this used to be filled up with a lot of these Pursulent Froglights. The only thing I'm missing now is the regular frogs, like the green ones, because we need the green Froglights, I believe. But yeah, this farm was really, really helpful in doing Project Atomic. And then if we go back to try and follow that white carpet, we're going to end up over here at our last couple of farms. So at the bottom of this scaffolding, welcome to our wither skeleton farm. And well, for the farm to work really, really well, we slabbed up the entire nether fortress. But I do have plans this year to basically blow up the entire area around this. So yeah, until that happens, we just have it slapped off. But down here, very simple. Anytime a wither skeleton basically falls down that little tube right here, our doggy right here, which never takes damage, will basically just one-shot them. They drop their loot, and because technically it still counts as a player kill because that's our dog, we get XP, but then also wither skeleton skulls. And this farm was basically the farm that helped us get all of the beacons that we have in our world. And then just right across... What the hell, man? I was trying to speak. Anyways, right across from the wither skeleton farm, we're going to end up over here at our blaze farm. So, yeah, very simple. Blaze spawner right there. Dude, can you stop doing that, please? But like I was saying, we have a blaze spawner right there. I believe it was about maybe 1.20 or 1.19, where lava now pushes blazes into a center part, and all we have to do is just go down here, swing my sword a couple times, and we basically get infinite amounts of blaze rods. But if you guys are interested in seeing any of these projects come about, go over to twitch.tv, follow me, and you guys will see the streams where we build all of these projects.